Hello. Spoiler alert, this video is going to be full of spoilers. It's literally about my reaction to the end of Red Dead 2, so if that's a problem for you, maybe close this video. I don't know. Anyway, I'm taking a bit of a day off today because my back's been playing up, my clavicle's been playing up, and that means that I'm stressed. But also, I thought, why not take the opportunity to discuss something that happened recently with one of my videos that is very easily the most disliked of all time. If you don't know what that is, it's my reaction to the ending of Red Dead. I'll put in a clip of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you put that hat on, dog. Put it on.
The many miles we walk.
What is this song? Is it cheesy as shit in the whole game?
Building of us.
Yeah, I accidentally wasn't a naughty boy. I tried to be a naughty boy, but accidentally was not. Because you kept telling me to fucking help people and it gave me good points. I fucking hate you. Rude.
Which apparently made a whole bunch of people upset because apparently I'm a psychopath and have no feelings and can't process emotion properly. Now, the reason I think this whole situation is fucking hilarious, first of all, is because I don't think that everyone should be expected to have the same response to various situations, to various types of media. Alrighty, now that the dog's calmed the fuck down. What I was saying was, as a streamer, I'm playing games in front of a whole bunch of other people. Not only is it distracting for me to be looking at the chat all the time and trying to react to that, there are people spoiling stuff in chat. There are people saying comments like, oh no, rip so-and-so, get your tissues out, everyone get ready for X. So I'm not going to have the most genuine and heartfelt reaction to stuff that I'm playing as I would if I was on my own. I don't know why that's surprising to people, but I've had a lot of comments, mostly in stream, from people saying like, oh, I can't believe that you're not scared of this thing, or oh my god, I cried so much at this thing, I can't believe you haven't. That's fine. I process stuff differently than you do. Like, I'm there. My main purpose on stream is to make people laugh, make people have a good time, help make your day a bit better, be entertaining, give you something different. And that's not to say that I process my reactions consciously in a different way. That's just how I generally have my mindset before going into something like this. Because if I was just sitting there playing the game flat-faced, 100% focusing on what's going on and trying my best to get involved in the characters, which I'll come back to later, by the way, about the whole character development and dissociation thing. And then, you know, just like silently sat there experiencing it as if I was on my own. That's not entertaining. Why would you want to watch that? That's when you go to YouTube and look for no commentary videos on playthroughs. So when I'm uploading my VODs, you're getting a snippet of what you're going to get when you come to my live stream, especially in that kind of format. In terms of the actual characters, I tried so hard to relate to these characters, and I absolutely loved some of them. Arthur was one of my favorite characters in that game. I absolutely adored him. He was my Tom Selleck. Love this man. However, and I mentioned this for weeks throughout my playthrough of Red Dead 2, and I have noticed some of my other friends experience the same issues, where the game mechanics themselves and actually controlling your character and trying to perform tasks in the game to get various missions done were so incredibly frustrating and ridiculous that it really put a barrier between me really emotionally investing into those characters, which definitely feeds into that reaction that everyone's like, thinks I'm psycho about and all this kind of crap. if I didn't have that much frustration with trying to actually play the game, then I think I would have had a really different experience in terms of the character development and stuff like that. The other issue that I had that I personally felt with the game was I just felt like there was a lot of nonsense with the flow of the character development and how the plot points were unfolding and things like that. Like certain characters would just basically spend the entire game bitching about exactly the same thing.
We ain't even played our hand yet. We just need to put some more money in our pockets.
Over and over and over again.
Make our escape.
It's always Arthur's responsibility. Arthur will fix it.
This is Dutch
See, they're
Dead
sending me.
Redemption fucking
Arthur, you check Shane's
4000.
bill.
I'm just gonna bitch about it 6 times.
One
Make
by
our
one,
escape
and
more
you
money.
know
You're on a
maybe
fucking
not.
island. Go to a different
Need
island. You're on a
split
boat.
Oh,
Until we get to X point in story. So that was frustrating to me too. Another thing that really frustrated me was at those critical plot points, I felt like the scene was very led. By that I mean, when it even comes down to the end scene with Micah and how that fight goes down, it is the most unsatisfactory part of the game. I was groomed to hate Micah from the start. I absolutely despised him. I didn't want to save him from jail, I just wanted to leave him there to rot. And this open world game forced me to have to continue interacting with that man all the way through the story until the end, where I don't even get a chance to serve justice for myself. It was infuriating. So that's the type of thing that I'm talking about when we discuss my reaction to this. So all those things aside, in regards to the actual music itself and why it triggered my laughing, if you actually know me, you will know that if there is any ounce of awkwardness, I will crack up laughing and then continue laughing because I'm now laughing and we have a laughing fit, and that's where we're at. That's just me. That's how I do stuff. I'm a laugher in general. I love it. Laughter is healthy. I giggle and laugh in awkward situations. During arguments with ex-boyfriends, I'll crack up laughing because it's just, I can't handle it and I don't want to be dealing with this anxiety. I'll laugh during sex if it's awkward. I'll freaking laugh when someone is so pissed off at me that like, I don't mean to. I know that typically it's rude for people to do that. I know that it might make things even more awkward because it's kind of like, why are you laughing right now? Like, are you insane? Are you a psychopath? But it's just what I do. That's just how I process some things. That's not to say that off stream I don't get emotional and I'm not in touch with my feelings and whatever other bullshit you want to talk about, because honestly I am. I meditate a lot. I'm quite mindful. I think about these things a lot. I went through a process of having to look inwards and work out where my anxiety was coming from and like what kinds of things I need to do for that, and trying to process stresses and all these kinds of things. And I've been in situations, highly stressful situations, where I was not allowed to deal with my feelings. I had to hide everything that I was feeling. So no, I'm not going to have the overly emotional, crying my heart out, I can't do this, I'm going to alter for the game, this is too emotional for me reaction that a lot of people think are actually genuine and authentic reactions from some content creators. Yes, sometimes we will get emotional just like anyone else will, and we might break, we might cry, we might do these things. I've done that before on stream. I have broken down and cried when I had stuff that was going on in my personal life or whatever. That's completely different to how I relate to a video game. That's not to say, again, that video games aren't a valid medium for storytelling and feelings and emotions and all of these things. They are the most powerful medium for invoking those emotions and stuff. However, the way that I view them might be different to how someone else experiences that. There you go. I don't know how else to explain this, I guess. I don't even know why I feel like I need to explain it. I mean, I'm not going to like turn on Waterworks to like present an ingenuine reaction that everyone is going to watch my video and be like, oh my god, it's so touching, so real, so authentic, such authentic reaction and the feels and the blah. I'm not going to do that because that's lying to you. I thought that music at that point in the story came so far out of left field so fucking fast that it made the moment comedic for me, and I fucking cracked up, girl. I did. So that's it. And it happened twice. It didn't just happen one time. It happened multiple times. Yeah, I was not expecting that music at all. It was just like silence, and then suddenly like, I don't know, some banjo or something started playing. I don't know. Anyway, I was super prepared for that because I definitely had people in my chat like telling me to prepare for stuff and blah, and he's dying and all these things. Okay, cool. It happened. We're here now. Thanks for disliking my video and opening discussion on emotions. I hope you enjoy the rest of my content, even if you didn't enjoy that particular video. But like, I mean, even in, like, for example, even in Subnautica, people will tell me, and I was absolutely terrified to play Subnautica. That's why I'm so late on the Subnautica train, is that I have a fear, I definitely have a fear of like wide open ocean, floating in the middle of it, being in the middle of a void, falling down deep dark tunnel rabbit hole things. That scares the shit out of me. Flying on a plane doesn't scare me. It's the potential of the plane crashing into the middle of the ocean and then just being there indefinitely, stuck in the middle of the water in the deepest part of the ocean until I die of a heart attack. That absolutely terrifies me. And so I thought that Subnautica would be that for me. Turns out that it wasn't. I don't know if I would play it in VR ever, because I think that would probably be an issue. But I've had people come into my chat during Subnautica and say, oh my god, you are the most like alpha person I've ever seen playing this game. Like, because I was like telling Krabs I'm gonna stab him and stuff.
Don't touch me, I'll cut you. Who's fucking with me? Oh, hello. He's touching my butt.
Like, it's like, I don't know, I just handle stuff differently. Maybe it's because I can dissociate better from games because I've worked on the back end of games before and I know how they're made, or I can tell myself that this is, like, maybe that's a coping mechanism for me when I play them, for example, that I can dissociate, that it's not reality, and that's why I can kind of keep my emotions and my reactions in check, because I don't want to allow myself to get too anxious and stuff like that. So anyway, that's this video, if that's of literally any interest to anybody. I thought it was worth making and talking about, and thanks to Maduda for opening up the discussion on this, on the comments on that video, because I think it is a valid discussion to have. I think it is, because, you know, sometimes I do question how I react to certain things, and I question how other people react to certain things. And I love how different we all are, and I love that we can find comfort in associating ourselves with people that can deal with various situations differently than we can. Because if there's a situation we find ourselves in that's highly stressful for us and we need help, there might be a different type of situation that someone else has issue with, and we can help them with that. So, you know, I love you guys. I don't have anything else to say on that. I'm rambling at this point. But I don't know when this video will go up. Let me know if there's any other games that you want me to play that may or may not evoke an emotional response in some way. I don't think I'll be uploading the Doki Doki playthrough, because that was quite intense, and I can understand why some people have massive issues with that game. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable uploading content that is that graphic and that intense for the sake of views. Which is so counterintuitive to literally my entire livelihood. But that's just how I feel about it. So if that's not saying something about me as a person, then I don't know what is. And I don't know what the fuck you want and what you expect of me. But if you enjoy meeting a whole bunch of crazy awesome people from around the world and enjoying having fun and laughing and playing video games and stuff, then definitely follow my Twitch channel. Subscribe to this channel, I guess, if you like food and stuff. And I'll see you guys in some other video at some point after I finish doing all of these chores, because now I'm procrastinating by recording another video.